Hello, friends. I just thought I'd ask you, is there a place that you just kind of like to hang out, quote, uh, where you can just be at yourself, be at peace, be at rest, just a place to relax? Well, I started hanging out in the 23rd Psalm for the last couple of weeks, just kind of getting it in my heart. And that was one of the first scriptures I learned in the second grade in my Methodist church in Pawnee, Oklahoma. And it's amazing how when you take the word in and memorize it, it says it'll rise up and speak to you. And so there are times when Psalms 23 will just rise up and speak to me. But I started thinking about the story because David was a shepherd boy and he would watch his family's sheepfold and he was there to protect them. And we know his story. We're not going into David's story, but he ended up killing Goliath, and then he was was called to be the king of Israel. So that's another story exactly. But I just thought it was fascinating. So I began to think about sheep, and I learned some facts which are very interesting that I think we as human beings can relate to. Okay, here are some sheep facts. Most people don't realize that sheep are smart. They think they're not smart, but it shows they are surprisingly intelligent with impressive memory and recognition skills. They build friendships. We do too. They stick up for one another in fights. We do too. And feel sad when their friends are sent away for somebody's dinner. They know the person who cares for them, the person who leads them to a place where they can eat good food and drink clear water, refreshing water. Their shepherd protects them from their enemies. The sheep trust their shepherd. That is really powerful. Here is an animal, and we can relate to that sheep because Jesus said that he is our good shepherd. And I love John 10, the whole chapter, if you have time this week to read it, because it'll speak to your heart about Jesus being our good shepherd. It says in John 10:7, I am the door of the sheep. Verse 9, I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved and will go in and out and find pasture. Verse 11 says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd gives his life for his sheep, and he did that for us. He went to the cross for us. Verse 14, I am the good shepherd, and I know my sheep. He knows you. He knows all about you. And it goes on in 27 through 29 in that same chapter 10. It says that my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me, and I give them eternal life, and they shall never perish. Neither shall anyone snatch them out of my hand. My Father who has given them to me is greater than all, and no one is able to snatch them out of my Father's hand. I and the Father are one. Blessings. Have a good week.